Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and we're back to more Darkwood, because, I feel like it. Yeah. Apologies for the interruptions previously. Actually, hold on. There we go. Just to make sure I don't get interrupted again this time around. So, yeah, I've been getting back into playing EVE Online, and I've been absolutely loving every minute of it, like I do. Uh, Oops, I should also probably plug my phone in since it's extremely low on battery. But one of the big challenges is EVE Online is a humongous time sink, like gargantuan time sink, like epic time sink. It's also a lot of fun. mm. All right. So let's see. We've got the Wolfman. We already talked to the Wolfman, and I don't think he has much that we need. Let's take a look at the workbench here. Probably gonna need the gasoline. Let's bring rags and wires. Okay, a lockpick and lots of bandages. Okay, and more gasoline. Okay, good. Good, good. That'll work. Let's chat with the Wolfman just to make sure that there's nothing I need trade-wise. I mean, the flashlight would be nice, but I'm not too picky about that right now. The toolbox I'm definitely going to need eventually, but not just yet. Okay. Like I said, I totally need to turn this off. There we go. I just got finished watching the Sci-Fi Channel's Children of Dune miniseries. I love that. It's so... God, especially given that I haven't quote-unquote read God Emperor of Dune. It's more accurate to say that I've listened to it as I'm going through the audiobook on it, which is also exceptional. To me, there's fair criticism that there's not enough philosophical waxing in it, which is kind of true, but honestly, it doesn't need a lot of philosophical waxing. In that particular format, in that video format, it's probably better that it doesn't have a lot or too much philosophy. And this has nothing to do with, the audience not being appropriate. Alright then. Has a lot to do with that explaining philosophy in a visual format like that is oftentimes best done by showing rather than telling. So. And that's tricky to do with that kind of philosophy, because it's a very abstract philosophy. Dune always had very abstract philosophy, which made it very tricky at the best of times. There we go. Come on, come on, come on, doggy. There we go. Got those dogs. A little bit of bruising, not too much. So, but yeah, Dune inherently has a tremendous amount of philosophy, both political and conceptual, and a lot of the conceptual philosophy is easy to lose oneself in. It's not practical enough for most people. Like, for me, I love it because I just totally enjoy just spending time digging into abstract philosophical concepts. It's to me one of the great joys in my life to just to be able to dig into that kind of stuff. Go back. but it's not practical. You know, there's a certain abstract etherealness to that kind of philosophy. Shoot, there's no good place to. Just drop that torch. I know that's probably not a great idea, but I'm not going to need the torch anytime soon. Okay, gotta make my way back now so that I can store all the stuff that I just got. Let's just. We're starting to talk about the things that I absolutely love about Dune, and it really is. I mean, growing up, I never quite understood it. It was always just kind of like, oh, sandworms look kind of cool, and you know, hey, they're talking about this stuff that I don't understand at all, and you know, I never quite got it. But as I'm older, and you know, I've gotten more knowledge, wisdom, whatever, it started to click significantly better for me, and I find that I enjoy it a great deal better because of that. So just simply put, I would describe it. The themes make significantly more sense to me now than they used to. Whereas before, I used to have a lot of difficulty with the themes. I didn't understand why people were doing what they were doing. And to some extent, there's still a little bit of that going on, but it's not generally a problem these days. Because I understand how media works now, whereas as a child, I was just kind of like, either, oh, that's cool, or, whatever. Like, growing up, my absolute favorite Star Trek episode was the one where I saw Lieutenant Barclay turn into a spider in Next Gen, which is, quite frankly, a pretty awful episode, all things considered. Notes from Burned House. I know they're there. I can hear them laughing. They're behind the wall of trees. I can't get through by myself. The trees grow back too fast. Huh. And some more mushrooms. All right, then. So, but yeah, it was just, it's... The stuff I enjoyed as a child is not the stuff that I enjoy as an adult, and it's a little tricky, actually, because I go back and, you know, to some of these nostalgic things, and it's like, wow, was I ever really into that? Why? It was awful, you know? I just have to remember, though, that that's part of the experience. Come on, doggy. Come on, come on, come on. Come on. Gotcha. Ow. Gotcha. Okay. So that's always been really challenging, is that some of the things that I really liked as a kid, I just do not care for as an adult. Okay, so I pretty much cleared this house. Battery, gasoline, matchstick, scrap metal. That's a lot of stuff. Yeah, I should probably make my way back and stash it. So, but yeah, for those of you who haven't noticed, I do very much enjoy waxing philosophical. One of the themes I've always really enjoyed in Dune, to know the future is to be trapped by it. The idea that, yes, you can read the future, but whatever you read, that is what is going to happen. You are trapping yourself to that future. And though the exact mechanism of this is never really explained, it's a delightful idea. I absolutely love it. Because it sort of takes this thing that, you know, on some sort of surface level that we all want, and it says, you can have that. Are you sure you really want it? That's I just love that kind of stuff. Oh, dang I don't know. Makes me feel so... Don't know how to describe it. It makes me feel like there's some consistency or harmony in the universe. Yeah, because one of the things I've always very much appreciated is... Oh, wood. Oh, wonderful. This will make my life so much easier. Be careful with the poisonous mushrooms, though. Oops, that was the wrong button. Yeah, poisonous mushrooms. So I've always loved the idea that you can have anything you want, but everything comes at a cost. There's a price to pay. And the price of prescience is you don't get to change the future, you just get to know it. And there's this interesting notion in Dune that I really like as well, that oh god, it goes beyond even the idea of having prescience, but the idea that there are prescient predators. You know, think of it that way. Think of that. You know, a species that preys on other life using prescience. That's terrifying. Even if you're trapped by said prescience, the idea that you can be preyed on in such a fashion. That sound is mildly terrifying. Great! It's raining. Just what no one asked for. I should work this up too. This god-awful rain. Alright, so anyways, but I mean, I'm just kind of waxing philosophically at this point. I really enjoy Dune, and it's some of the questions, the philosophical questions that it asks, especially in regards to what is a person? What is the value and the use and the traits and aspects of a person? What makes us what we are? And what can unmake us? What is it we truly value? One of the things I absolutely love in God Emperor of Dune is the idea that we don't actually value safety. We have convinced ourselves that safety is valuable and important, but safety also stifles us. Too many. You know, that at the end of the day, what we appreciate almost the novelty of life, the experience of living, as much as anything. And that fundamentally to be safe is in opposition with our almost human nature to understand and learn and grow. I'm not going to have a good sense on when the sun is going to start setting because of the rain. Let's see if I can avoid it. If we can avoid combat in this game, all the better. pet in this game is very dangerous, especially given that I'm playing a hardcore mode. And if I die, that's it. More wood, excellent. One thing I never seem to get enough of in this game is wood. One of the things, and I was reading a review about this that said this, but I really agree with it, that I really like about the Children of Doom miniseries that the Sci-Fi Channel has is that it really humanizes these legendary characters. I don't? Oh, that's right, I left my lockpicks back at the base. That was a stupid idea. Like these are mythical characters that have sacrificed some of the simple things that make our lives what they are, and our connections and our relationships and the things that we value and that matter to us, and that they've had to give that up in order to be who and what they are. It's an interesting notion, and one that I very much appreciate. Did I loot that corpse? I did, okay. It's not like, you know, you watch the Marvel stuff, and I don't go to Marvel because I want, like, you know, deep philosophy and intellectualism. I go to Marvel because it's like, oh, hey, cool, weird, crazy shit and all this awesome action and superheroes and big battles and all this other stuff. I go to Marvel for that. I don't go to Marvel because I want to feel, you know, intellectually engaged in my world. That is not what I go to Marvel for. Never have, never will. But there's definitely a upgrade workshop. Ah, sweet. There's definitely a quality, I guess I could say. Let's see here. I need a pipe. Okay. There's definitely a quality that I can't quite get at in any other way, that, you know, the intellectual science fiction, it feeds me in a particular way that I don't find in most mass media. And this is really, to me, personified in the difference between the classic Star Trek, you know, the old Gene Roddenberry Star Trek, and the newer stuff, which is really more about really character dramas and trying to make interesting situations and people as opposed to asking interesting questions. There's this one, I forget which president's wife, which first lady it was that said this, but Eleanor Roosevelt, I think? Small minds discuss people. Average minds discuss events. Great minds discuss ideas. To me, it's getting dark. To me, one of the greatest thing about science fiction, like the Roddenberry style science fiction, the Herbert style science fiction, the Asimov and the Clarke style science fiction, is that they were idea pieces. They were there to engage your mind. And there's so much of that seems to just be, as well, missing from our society today. Alright, where am I? I'm supposedly at my house, but I don't... Oh, here it is. Oh, no, wait, yeah. There's so much of that that's missing in today's society, and it bothers me immensely. When it's on, forward up. There's so much about today's world that I just don't like, you know, the way that we engage in what passes as intellectual debate. Anyways. Ooh, inventory upgrade. Should I go for that? Totally. Yeah, always need more inventory. I never have enough inventory in this game, ever. Drives me nuts. I wish I did. Okay. Wood, 9 nails? No, I don't want to use so much wood and nails just to... Because I'll have to barricade it as soon as I get that door back up in place, so... Anyways. Day 2 in Darkwood. Jason waxes philosophically about Dune and specifically science fiction. Oh, I'm an interesting one. Alright, well, I gotta wait through the darkness. That's never fun. Especially given that my torch is almost exhausted. I should probably make another torch. Let's do that. Let's see here. I'd rather build it off of this. Okay, good. And then what else can I make? I don't care for the traps. Those, I haven't found them to be terribly useful. Next upgrade is going to need that, and that'll allow me to do single-shot pistols, Molotovs, and the lantern will be a big deal. I'm going to wait, because more nails, yeah, that would be nice, but... Hardened, I think, would be better. Increased weapon durability. I'll need a pipe. Yeah. Oh, wow. That actually glows. Oh, shit. I forgot to heal myself. I'll have to do that. Damn it. I can't do it the following day. It's a waste of time. Alright, well, I'll just have to listen. Because right now, it's all about what you hear. Oh, that was fast. Okay. Slow and steady wins the race. Slow and steady is bullshit. I don't like that sound. I really don't like that sound. One of the lights is going to go out. I know how this goes. Which one? Yeah, that's kind of freaky. That one. Okay. Staying close to the light. Yeah, not switching the lamp off. That's the only source of light that I've got in this room right now. Someone's creeping around outside. Come on, turn back on. There we go. Okay. Sneaking my way back over here. I hate the nighttime. Okay. Time to listen. Yep. Okay. Someone's out there. But it seems to be staying out there for now. close to daytime. This is good. Yep. Alright. Scott. Daytime. Woot. Day 3. Alright. Made it through days 1 and 2. Now it's day 3. Now we got someone over here. Okay. Ooh, excuse me. I burp. Got my son to say that after he starts burping now too. Alright, let's turn off generator. It's kind of nice. Until I actually leave the house, I'm in a time freeze. It's awesome. A man, roughly my size, is standing before me. I can barely make out his disturbingly familiar features, through the matte visor of his helmet. The massive helmet is covered with an old sack and seems to be an integral part of the unnaturally pale body. I remember him. He's the one who rescued me from the doctor's house. The man reaches out to me with his black hand. It's covered in charcoal. Something written on his worn woolen glove. We need to stick together, brother. His lips are moving, but all sounds are drowned inside the helmet. He shrugs, then takes a huge sack off his back and drops it to the ground, revealing its contents. Let's show him the photo of the road. Wipes his left glove on his pants, takes out the charcoal from his pocket and starts scribbling. When he finishes, he lifts his dirty hand. All roads lead deeper into the woods. Alright, well, let's see what he's got to trade with. More fabric. Don't need more fabric right now. Huh. Gas tanks. Tubular magazine. Long barrel. Ah! Metal pipe. I need a metal pipe, that's for sure. Okay. And that. Sell something to him. No, that's not worth enough. Okay, well, absolutely get the odd-looking glowing mushroom. Thank you. Okay. Let's cook that out. 110, so I just need 40 more essence. Let's see here, what's some stuff I can sell. Some good meat. Meat is good to sell. Yeah, sell some meat. And bread. Actually, bread would be better to sell. Bread and the medium caliber bullet. Yeah, that should do it. Okay. Alright. Transcend the shoulder. Okay, trade. So more than enough. Gonna give me the metal pipe. Shovel blade. Oh, value is 450. Very expensive. I cannot afford that. Alright, this'll do. So, sweet. Now, I can upgrade my wooden whack-a-stick. Make it hardened. There we go. Now let me repair it now, too. Okay, good deal. Okay, so I can't upgrade the workshop yet. Alright, let's take a look at the map. Doing a fair job scouting out around here. Let's go check out... Well, I don't need Wolf's Camp just yet. I will eventually need to go to Wolf's Camp. I got healed overnight. This is an invitation. We invite you to a celebration behind the cornfield from the southeastern edge of the dry meadow. What the heck was that doing there? I didn't realize that stuff like that is going to happen. Alright, well, let's see here. Let's see if trap got triggered by something. Rocks. Oh yeah, the crazy shrine of nothingness. There's nothing to really do with that shrine. Bear trap, let's disarm that. Lost the torch. I mean, that was gonna happen. That's why I got that second torch. Alright. Here it is. Okay. Oh. Ah! Bad doggy, stay down. Everything around here is trying to kill me. Whoa. Okay. Well, let's see what happens. That was a complete waste. I basically just killed the corpse bride. Delightful. It's not quite what I was aiming for. Nothing. Stuck in it? That table, but I can move this table. Move that one. Poked around down. Nothing terribly impressive. Gotta be something I'm missing here. Well. Something's making freaky sounds. Called it. Cool beans. Well, there was that. It was a big chunk of my time. Alright. The first time I'd run into that note and the corpse bride. There's a dog. Come here, doggy. Come on, come on, come on. Come on. Camp. Oh, and there's 2 dogs. Come on. I just want you. Ow. There we go. That hurt more than I would have liked. Okay, good. Search the backpacks. Bottle. Rag. Meat. Shoes. Rag, wire, rag. Okay, well, there's the camp. Not ready to go in there yet. Find Mr. Wolf. There we go. Here's a nice little area to go poking my nose into. There's my dog. Shit. Starting to wear. Oh, crap, there's another one. Come on, come on, come on. Come on, come on. Okay. Gotcha. Alright. I should not be in any more combat. Alright, however, backpack, wire, battery, and a crate. Let's see what's in this crate. I have more gasoline, ooh, more fabric, and pills. Yay, pills. So the fabric I am not in any dire need of, but I should make my way to the wolf camp so I can use it for barter for a toolkit. Excuse me. There we go, wolf's camp. Gee, thanks, Mr. Wolfman. Yes, meat. Invitation. An excellent meat invitation to a wedding party. Snatched laughter as putrid saliva landing on my face. Invitation to the house in the southern edge of the dry meadows. The music there. And so still remember day and night, never-ending wedding. Throws the invitation back at me. It's wet with spit. Have fun, meat. Remember to hide that disaster. My face is now dancing for you. Alright. Yes, meat. Gossip. I would recommend wandering around these woods at night. It would mean certain death for you, meat. Better hide in that hide of yours before dark and pray for the morning light. If I were you, I wouldn't venture too far from here unless you get bored of your lousy life, meat. Only a few return from the dense woods, and those who made it back were not able to share their happy stories. Alright, well, regardless. Oh, I don't want fabric, that sucks. Okay, well, let's see. That is not enough for a toolbox. Dang it. So my best bet is gonna be... Shit, dog. I can't face the dog. Okay, good. Path. At least I have an easy way of getting to... Wolf's hideout. Okay, so here's what I'm gonna do. Run back to my hideout. I'm needing to heal, so drink from the well. That is helping significantly. Excellent. One thing I should definitely do. Gasoline. Let's gas this sucker up. Give it the whole tank. Whole tank. Alright. Okay. Ha! Oh, man. That's fine. Let's go back over here. Workbench, that there. Let's unload as much of this stuff as I can. Oh, I can do another inventory upgrade. Yes, that's worthwhile. Those inventory upgrades are amazing. More pills, more meat. Come on, don't turn nighttime just yet. Alcohol. Let's do some alcohol and batteries, I think. Okay, that should be enough. Let's go barter. Oh, shoot, almost forgot. I gotta repair my whacking stick. Repair. There we go. Okay, let's try this again. Oh, jeez. Love to open that, but I don't know the combination. Alright. So let's go say hi to Wolf. Oh, it does still drain when I'm running on the road. It just drains a lot slower. Interesting. It's still very much worthwhile to do this. Okay, now I think I can just start going this way. There's that dog that I was running away from before. Yep, there's Wolf's camp. Perfect. Okay. Alright, so let's trade. Let's see if this will function any better. Yep, that'll work. Okay. Don't forget all the pills. Okay. Is there anything else we'll pass that I might need? I might need that chain eventually, but not yet. Okay, good. Exit. Now, I think I've still got some time to explore, so let's go this way-ish. Don't step in the poison mushrooms, that would be bad. Okay, oh, I've already searched that corpse, okay. Alright. Got time. Broken tree. Ooh, hello. Mechanics of this game are challenging, and they do a wonderful job in enhancing the fear. Despite this is not a first-person game. Usually it takes a first-person game to really spook me. Ooh, oh, I know what's in here. Oh, no, I'm not going in there, not yet. I need the damage upgrade. Lots of poisonous mushrooms around there. do I have? I have a lockpick. Excellent. Nice. Broken tree in this cornfield thing. Oh, bear trap. Let's disarm that. It'll give me 2 if it's not triggered. No, just 1. Okay. Alright. Oh, avoid the moose. The moose will try to kill me if I'm not careful. And it can succeed if I'm very not careful. It's fairly easy to dodge the moose, but the moose is persistent. Okay. There's the bear trap. And there's another downed tree. Delightful. More dogs. I don't... Oh, no. Shit. Leave it alone. Yep. It's getting dark. I should head back now. Oh, I'm quite a ways. Dang it. Attack me, moose. Nope, that's the wrong place. Okay, just go ahead and straight shot down. I should be able to make it back before night falls. I know. I always seem to push this harder than I need to. Or probably should, for that matter. Okay, good. Back to the hideout, and let's get the generator going. Generator on. Close the door. And let's drag this over. There we go. Okay. Make a lockpick, because I'm going to need another one eventually. Upgrade the workshop. Get the lantern. This lantern is awesome. I need at least one more upgrade so that I can get the shovel. Yeah, I know. I'm gonna need one of those sticks as well. I know where to get one, but it's a pain in the ass. Okay. Anything else I need? Nope, I'm good. Okay. Alright, good deal. And now I wait and listen. And night begins. So far, it's just the creepy sounds. That was more than a creepy sound. Okay, that's right, I barricaded that door. And that door is completely sealed off. Okay, good, good, good. Alright. Get out my whacking stick just in case. Actually, you know what? I can upgrade it. And now's the perfect time to do that too. Oh shit, no. I need to upgrade the workbench more. Alright. Keep waiting. Oh, that's not a good sound. That's definitely not a good sound. Can't see a bloody thing outside. Just be patient, Jason. You're gonna be fine. Ow! Okay. That was, interesting. I might have to think about repositioning this thing next time. Okay, so the dog shouldn't be able to open the door. It's almost daytime. It's almost daytime. Come on, Jason. Hold it through. Hold it through. There we go. Starting to get light. Hello, day 4. Made it through 3 full days. Okay, there we go. As I approach him, the man drops a sack from his back to the floor with a visible relief. I notice a smile on his face through the matte visor of his helmet. Man nods in greeting. Oh, I can't show him the invitation. Okay, that's unfortunate. Alright, well, he's got all this stuff. The big thing that I need is the shovel blade. Excuse me. Okay. Actually, it seems like a good time to call it. Alright, so... That's fun though. All right, folks. Until